class 1. It's called Guided Readers. It has 2 books in the academic year, and we will start with book 1. Chapter 1, The Frog. Ask the children, what do you see on the cover of the story? The frog, yes, and a bee, yes. And the title of the story is The Frog. The bee is small, the frog is big. And you can see they are corresponding. On the corresponding page you have the pictures, and you have these small speech bubbles where the characters are speaking. The bee says, I'm small. The frog says, I'm big. The frog sees a mouse. The mouse is bigger. The frog sees a mouse. The mouse is bigger. The mouse says, I'm bigger. But the frog does not like this, and we can see here, what is he doing? He is puffing. He is puffing his body, and he is trying to get bigger than the mouse. Here is the text written, and this is the question that you have to ask the child. It helps the child to learn the skill, the sub-skill of prediction in story reading. What happens next? Tell me, children, what happens next? The frog is bigger now, or the frog is smaller now? Ask the child. What do you think will happen next? Will the frog become bigger, or will the frog become smaller? If the child is unable to answer, or if the child picks either one, we'll say, okay, now let's look at the next page and check. If suppose the child says the frog is bigger now. Okay, let's check. The frog is bigger now. Yes, you were correct. The frog is bigger now. The frog sees a cat. The cat is bigger. There comes the cat. You can see the cat here and the frog. But the frog again sees the cat and he puffs and becomes bigger. The frog is bigger now, bigger than the cat. But then the frog sees a dog. The dog is bigger. The dog is bigger, but again we can see in the picture the frog is puffing and puffing, and what will happen now? What happens next? The frog is bigger now. The dog is bigger now. Ask the child to predict. Pick one and then say, okay, let's see what happens next. The frog is bigger now. He's bigger than the dog, yes. The frog sees a pig. The pig is bigger. The pig is bigger than the frog. But again, the frog is moving and puffing. So what do you think will happen next, children? The frog is bigger now. The pig is bigger now. The child picks one. Okay, let's look at the next page and check if you're right. The frog is bigger now. The frog is bigger. He says, I am bigger now. He's puffed up. And look at the pig. He's become smaller than the frog. The frog sees a cow. The cow is bigger. Of course, the cow is a huge animal as compared to a frog. But look here, children. The frog is again puffing up. So, what happens next? Can you tell me? The frog is bigger than the cow? Or the frog is not bigger? Let the child choose. Okay, let's look at the next page. The frog is bigger now. I'm bigger now, bigger than the cow. The frog sees a horse. The horse is bigger. And look at the frog now. He's puffed up so much. Can you see the frog and the horse? What happens next? The frog is bigger. The horse is bigger. Tell me. Let the child choose again. Okay, let's check. The frog is bigger and bigger, bigger than the horse, and bigger. And draw the attention. Come on, let's look. What has happened? Can you look here? The frog, he was puffed up. He was puffing all the air like a balloon. And look at his mouth. Now all the air which he had puffed inside is coming out of his mouth and out. And what is happening? He is shrinking and shrinking and shrinking, just like a balloon. He is deflating. What happens next? The frog is small. The frog is big. Come on children, guess. Let them pick up one. Okay, let's check. The frog is small. You are right. The bee is bigger. Now look at the frog. He is the smallest. Even the smallest animal, this bee is bigger than the frog. All the animals are standing there and the frog is the smallest. Look, who is the smallest? Who is the biggest? Smallest is now the frog. He's smaller even as compared to a bee. So this is the story that they have to do. And if you turn further, you have a picture dictionary. So this is very encouraging even for children who are yet not there in reading. Their level is not up to this. So they can identify the picture and connect it to the word. So they can use the fast mapping technique and quickly learn to read the vocabulary words here. So they will associate it with the picture. So make your child read this. If the child is already a good reader, it will be very easy for them. So you have all the animals and you have the concept of big and small. Let them do page number 19. It's the instruction is given there. They have to pick out these words and this is vocabulary. So these are sight words which you have to help them read. Big is not, now, small. These are sight words and if they know how to read this, reading the story will be very easy. Next exercise is again another set of vocabulary and they have to write these names under the correct pictures. Same here, the vocabulary continues. They'll write the name of the animal under the corresponding picture. And then you have comprehension. You have the story written in jumbled format, jumbled sentences. They have to look at this picture and they have to number. So number 1 is the bee is small. Number 2 is the frog is big. Number 3, number 4, they have to find and they have to put the numbers correctly over here. In the same way, this is a summary of the story, the sequencing. They'll learn the sequencing of events here. And here they will learn the sequencing of a sentence. So, and always remember to tell them the subject in the sentence will come first. So, the bee is small. The frog sees a mouse. So, help them do this. Next up, we have the same story in the format of a poem. So, they are learning the prose style in this when they do the story, how simple sentences join to make a prose, a story, and the format of a poem, which is different to a story. You can even help them to make pictures, illustrate and write the poem. So the answer key is given here itself and you can check whether they've done it correctly. So this is the story for today, the first story, The Frog. I hope you enjoy doing this with your children at home. And any problem that you have, we'll soon have an online class to sort those problems. Thank you.